And the discoveries continue. Episode 351 of Fine Music. Return to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, this is in response to Murray's ongoing project. I just haven't had the patience to put up one album at a time. So I made a list, and then I violated the conditions of the challenge, and I have three more that I just added just right now because I could probably add another 80 or so to the 20 that you've mentioned as being influential. And I'm going to just go through the list without comment in the spirit of what you posted. So here they are, not in any particular order. We have the White Album by the Beatles, Strange Days by the Doors. These are the albums that have had a major influence on my life, not just my taste in music, but just the way I look at things, the outlook. Just Another Band from LA by Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Another Green World by Brian Eno. More Songs About Buildings and Food by Talking Heads. The Jim Carroll Band, self-titled Jim Carroll. People Who Died. Oh, whoops, let's comment. Killer by Alice Cooper. The Time Has Come, the Chambers Brothers. Quadrophenia, The Who. Psychedelic Shack by the Temptations. Concert for the Bangladesh, various artists. Some Girls, Rolling Stones. A Great Gift Idea by the Credibility Gap. Sense of Direction by the Climax Blues Band. In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. Muswell Hillbillies by the Kinks. Mars Hotel, the Grateful Dead. An album called Puzzle by a group called Dada, D-A-D-A. Here's one.
I
Live
love
at the Apollo,
Disneyland. That's a
James
great
Brown.
song.
Pardon? Go ahead, what?
Dada's first and only hit, Disneyland, D-I-Z-Z space K-N-E-E land. Great song. I love
Oh, it is. I just robbed a grocery store. Now I'm going to Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yep. Yep.
Fun to play
I
on
met
guitar
the drummer
too.
at a party here in Encinitas one day. Okay, here we go. Live at the Apollo by James Brown. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. And the three that I just added now, Sandinista by The Clash, Aladdin Sane by David Bowie, and The Healer by John Lee Hooker. And I'll add some more to the list as time goes on. I wish I had the time and the patience to do it one at a time like you do, Murray, but I've really appreciated seeing the albums that you chose. It's been really fun to look at those and think back to how those groups and that music influenced me and had a major positive effect here on my life.
Cool.
So thank you for that.
Thanks. Well, I'm actually planning to go through that list over the next few episodes of Fine Music and actually discuss the individual albums and how they influenced my musical taste.
Good.
So
I
the rules are not to do it on Facebook, but I gotta talk about them.
Just thinking about it, when we talk about it, I could think of I can't help thinking about more albums that I want to add to the list. I have to say one thing about Aladdin Sane by David Bowie. I think that's on your list, right?
Yes, it is.
The piano solo in Aladdin Sane is one of the most interesting pieces of music that I've ever heard. It's just awesome. And it's got to be one of my favorite. Isn't it incredible?
Yeah.
I can't remember the piano player's name. It's
Mike Garson.
Mike Garson, yes.
Yeah.
That's just, I could listen to that over and over again with no problems. And I wouldn't care if the neighbors thought I was nuts.
Yep.
My favorite Bowie song, Panic in Detroit.
Ask for an autograph.
On that album, yep.
Did you guys ever see The Man Who Fell to Earth?
Yeah.
I have watched it several times and I still don't understand it.
Well, one of the things that I remember most about it, and this is sort of like how science fiction sometimes becomes reality. Do you remember the scenes where he's sitting there watching all this whole wall full of TV monitors?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Costco or Best Buy. That stuff did not happen at the time that movie was made.
That movie is one of my favorite directors, Nicholas Roeg. But he makes really tripped out movies that are hard to follow.
But great movies, yeah. I've seen all of his movies.
I haven't seen some of the later ones, but Walkabout, Performance, Don't Look Now. What an amazing movie.
Who was the director? It's who did Eraserhead?
Oh, David
Lynch.
Oh, Lynch.
Lynch, yeah. There's
this concludes our episode of Find Movies. And that was
I'd be talking about
20
Wes
in
Anderson.
20
Eraserhead,
movies that
there's a
influenced
great
your life,
song.
right?
There's a great song in Eraserhead. This woman with a mask, I don't know what you would call it. It's a costume, comes out center stage and sings a song called In Heaven. It's just awesome. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
love that movie. Talk about
Right.
movies that you don't understand. You know, how does he get funded for stuff like that? I don't know. Yeah, can you imagine the pitch for that movie? Oh man.
I
Which was
don't
coming.
I don't know if he got funded for Eraserhead or if he just went out and made it.
That would be likely.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.